Specific reference to the ban that you've imposed on Israeli swimmers taking part in the World's Para-Swimming Championships. Do you think it's legitimate to penalise individual Israeli citizens who may also be critical of the regime in this way?
Well, many countries today are seeing outsiders coming to their country and not very happy about it. They're overthrowing their governments because their government allowed immigrants to come in. So a country has a right to keep its borders closed to certain people. That's why borders are there. But in Malaysia, we have had no diplomatic relation with Israel at all. And we don't think that that they should come to our country because we have no relations with them. And we feel that they were doing a lot of wrong things, but getting away with it because nobody dares to say anything against them.
But I suppose my question was, you may think that true of the Israeli state and the government of Israel, but is it fair to penalise the individual Israeli citizens from taking part in this championship?
Well, it is not fair to call me anti-Semitic. They should call other people anti-Semitic. I'm not anti-Semitic. The Arabs are all Semitic people.
Well, I did want to come on to that point. You've previously called and defended yourself in calling the Jewish people hooked nose and saying that they have an instinctive sense of money. Statements like that are anti-Semitic. But my question is, why do you oppose the actions of the Israeli government, not with criticisms of those actions themselves, but with racist anti-Semitic remarks like those targeted at the Jewish people?
I can understand this. We talk about freedom of speech, and yet you cannot say anything against Israel, against the Jews. Why is that so? If we are free to say what we like, we can say that we are something that will be regarded as anti-Semitic by the Jews. That is their right to hold such opinion of me. It is my right to tell them also that they have been doing a lot of wrong things.
But that in fact wasn't the point of the question. The point of the question was, these are remarks targeted at individual Jews, not the Israeli government. So why don't you oppose the Israeli government's actions directly instead of attacking with these remarks the Jewish people themselves?
Well, it seems that most of them support the stand taken by Netanyahu against the Arabs. So when I say only the Zionists, people do not understand. What they do understand is the word Yahudi or Jews. That is what they understand. If I take action against this team, cricket team, it's not wrong because, for example, Europe wants to declare palm oil as poisonous. Why do you hurt the poor palm farmer in Malaysia? Because you dislike the government.
I think the essence of the question was different, and I'll return to it again. It was that you can criticise the actions of the Israeli government without criticising, in this kind of anti-Semitic way, the Jewish people themselves. And do you regret targeting the Jewish people themselves, not the Israeli government, in these cases?
Well, we can't do very much about the Israeli government. They are very powerful. So we don't say anything about the Israeli government, but we don't have to show friendship towards them. If they want to come to our country, we have borders which we got to allow only people whom we like to come to Malaysia. But the people who have done a lot of wrong things, if we consider them as unfit to visit Malaysia, that is our right.
But then, even if what you believe you are saying to be true, why do you think these reactionary racist politics is the way to finding a road to the two-state solution that you so desire?
How's that?
So your policy is in support of the two-state solution, but why do you think these kind of remarks help achieve that goal instead of finding some kind of constructive way of building that solution?
I don't know about constructive way. This is a government that doesn't care about the opinions of others. That's why they keep on committing war crimes all the time. So what I say is what I have a right to say. But if they don't like it, they can say they don't like it. I don't care.
But with all due respect, it's not about caring. It's about creating a climate of politics that isn't anti-Semitic or racist. And do you think that these kind of statements aid that process or hinder the process of achieving a solution?
Or achieving?
A solution.
A solution should be, should go down to finding out the reasons for the behavior of the Jews and of the Arabs. This did not happen 70 years ago, did not happen until you create the state of Israel. You took Arab land and gave to Israel, and the Arabs were expelled from Palestine. Is that right? But the people supported. I am surprised that reasonable Democrats keep on supporting the act of seizure of foreign land to create a nation for somebody.
I think on that point it would be a good time to open up the floor to audience questions. I'll take the hand at the very far back.
Thank you, Prime Minister Mahathir Mohamad. I'm from Australia. My question is, how do you see Australia and Malaysia cooperating in the future on the bilateral and the multilateral level?
Well, we consider Australia as a friendly country. Of course, like all countries, sometimes they say things which are not palatable to us, and sometimes we say things which are not palatable to them. I mean, while you are friends, sometimes you have a need to tell a friend that you have done something wrong. If you tolerate everything that somebody does because he is a friend, then you are no friend. So we tell Australia that because they decided to recognize Jerusalem as the capital of Israel, that will only cause a lot of people to get very angry, and some of them might become terrorists because of that. That's what I told the Prime Minister. It's up to him to do what he likes, of course. He has a right. But what I think will happen is that you are causing a lot of people to feel very angry, and they are frustrated, and when they cannot do anything, they go and blow themselves up in your country. That's what will happen.